Hello students, so let us solve our first problem with internal hinge. Okay, so let us draw axial shear force and bending moment diagram for this particular frame. Okay, so we can see this frame, it's having a roller support or sorry hinge support. Okay, this is one more hinge support and there is a internal hinge over there. Okay, so there are two reactions, horizontal vertical, and there is two reactions here also, horizontal vertical. There is this angle theta. Okay, and there is a UDL at right side. At CD there is full of UDL. There is one point load acting, which is 10,000 Newton. Okay, at point, at this particular point. Now this particular distance is, 2 meter. Okay, this distance is 2 meter, and this remaining distance also 2 meters. So it is acting actually, when you see, it is acting exactly in the middle point. Okay, now let us start with calculation of reactions. Okay, so the same steps we are going to follow. We will calculate reactions, then free body diagram, then equilibrium of every member, and then we'll draw shear force and bending moment diagram. So calculation of reactions, to calculate support reaction, first we are just separating these two parts. Okay, this at the hinge we are just separating this frame in two parts here. Okay, now let us do summation of forces in x direction. Okay, so for that we need not separate this particularly. So we are going to consider summation of forces in x direction, y direction, and then moment. Okay, our regular equations only. To start with, let us consider moment about support A. Okay, now when we consider moment about support A, what all forces are there? Okay, so for that, when we have to calculate support reactions, then we need not separate this. Okay, we need not consider this part. We have to consider a whole frame. Okay, now just see what all forces are available here. So moment about A, so we have RD. Okay, we have this reaction RD here. Let us write it RD. This is RA. Okay, so we can write RD. Okay, RD into 4. Now this after getting reaction I have written it, otherwise we will show it like this only. Okay, so RD is going in negative direction. Okay, anti-clockwise direction. So that is, we have written RD into 4. Okay, this distance is 4 meter. So RD into 4. Then there is this particular point load acting 10,000 Newton. So 10,000 acting, and this distance is load into perpendicular distance. So towards A, this perpendicular distance is 2 meters. So 10,000 into 2, and this is making a clockwise rotation. So 10,000 into 2. Then let us consider UDL. So 10,000, it is 1000 into 7, and it will act somewhere in the middle of it. Okay, so it will act here middle. So we have to consider half of the that distance. Okay, wherever it is acting on the particular span, we have to consider half of the distance. Okay, so this is 1000 into 7. Okay, this will become 1000 into 7, and this distance will be 3.5 meter. So this is going in anti-clockwise direction. So this is, we have written it as negative. So when we do the calculation, we get RD equals to minus 1125. Okay, that means this RD is not going like this, it is downward. Okay, so I have directly shown it as 1125 Newton acting downward. Now when we substitute, when we do summation of forces in y direction, summation of forces in y direction, so we will, how, what we will write, we will write RA plus RD equals to 10,000. So our normal equation, without knowing that RD is up or down, our normal equation would have been like this. Okay, so when we substitute, now we come to know that RD is 1125. So when you substitute that, so our RA value becomes this 11,125 Newton. Okay, sorry, this is all Newton. This is in Newton. Okay, so our answer becomes 11,125 Newton. Okay, so this is correctly written over here. Now to calculate horizontal reaction, let us calculate horizontal reaction. So we will use our this equation, summation of forces in x direction. If we see, there are no, as such there is HA plus HD equals to 1000. Okay, there is one only equation, that's what we can see, that is HA plus HD is equal to this UDL is there. So Now for this particular case, what we can do, we can separate this. Okay, we have our particular equation HA plus HD equals to UDL, because that is also acting in horizontal direction. We can write here HA plus HD. Okay, suppose this is positive direction, HA HD, this is negative, so minus I can write, or I can simply write it as on the other side of equal 2 into 7. Okay, so this is my one equation. Now let us consider moment about any one hinge. Okay, so when I consider moment about any one hinge, I mean any one side of the frame, so let us consider moment about this. So what we'll write, HD into 7. Okay, now only consider this part. Hinge we can separate it in two parts. Okay, so 3500 into 7. So HD into 7. 35, so we will go get this answer later. So now we can write HD into 7, which is equal to 1000 into 7 into 3.5. Okay, moment about this C, we are calculating moment about C. So this is making a anti-clockwise rotation and this is making a clockwise rotation. So we can simply write like this, HD into 7 equals to 1000 into 7 into 3.5. So with this we get answer as 3500 Newton. Okay, so once we get this answer, simply substitute this value in this equation and we will get HA is also equal to 3500 Newton. Okay, so with this we have calculated all support reactions, what is HA, what is HD, what is RA and RD. Okay, so hope this part is clear to you. Now coming to the free body diagram. Okay, this is very crucial to understand this free body diagram. So just see here, before we go to free body diagram, just see that at this point there is this vertical reaction. Okay, 11 125, this is 11 25 3500 3500 10,000 and 1000. So when we go to the next slide, here we can see that the first member, this this will contribute to axial force. Okay, 11,125 will contribute to axial force and 3500, you know, this horizontal force will contribute to shear. Okay, now what is the moment? Okay, because of this load there can be some moment at this point. So let us calculate what will be the moment at point B. See, moment at A is 0, but moment at B is, this is making a anti-clockwise rotation. So minus 3500 into that total span. So it gives us minus 14,000 Newton meter. Okay, so that is the moment at B. Now to balance this moment, there will be opposite, at an equal and opposite moment at this point. So when second part of the frame, so we will write it here, right here as 14,000 Newton meter. Okay, so the same moment we have shown here. Now this particular vertical load, okay, this is axial here, but now to balance this at this point B, so when we see this inclined part, so this will same, it will come here. Okay, to balance that part, so it will be 1100 and 125 Newton. Okay, now this is 1100 and 125 and this part will be 1125. Okay, if you see from this side also, so this is going downward 1125, so this will go opposite, upward to balance this particular member. Okay, when we see one member we have to see only that particular balancing of that particular member only, and we have to simply uh, forget about other members. We have to simply see the equilibrium of that particular member. Now here also there is a 3500 Newton load, so to balance that there has to be a other but this is hinge support, so here it will be 3500 Newton load acting at this point as well. Okay, so when we see this, 3500 plus 3500 equals to 7000. Okay, 1000 into 7, that is 7000. So there is a balance of this particular member. Now to oppose this 3500, when at this point there will be a equal and opposite 3500 load here. Okay, now we can see that there is a vertical force 1100 and 125. Okay, so to balance that we will be having, when we take a inclined member, when we see take a angle over here, so along this line it will become 18,545. Okay, so what is for this particular force, what is the component at this point, so as to get a axial force, so that will be 1100 and 125 here. Okay, so we are getting this 1100 and 125, which is going upward. Okay, So for this we are getting 18,545.9 Newton, and here it is a 10,000 Newton force. Okay, now at this particular point when it is 18,545 Newton, okay, so here it will be for this 1125, there will be 8,545 Newton. Okay, it will be 8,545 Newton. Now when you consider inclined member for this, okay, so when you add up, so there will be a balance. Okay, when you add up, so axial, when you consider axial component for this, so this 18,545, there will be a balancing of this particular force. Okay, so there is we have to find out what is the component for 1125. So when we see the component over here, so there will be a balancing. So total will be for this and this two. When we see it, see the component, it will be 18,545.9 Newton. Okay, so axial force will be balanced over here at this particular point. Now when we'll see the shear, anyways we'll come to the shear point for that particular calculation. Now when we consider theta is equal to 36.86 degrees, so it's simply we can calculate theta equals to tan inverse of opposite side by the below side. Okay, so here we can see for this particular theta, this height by this height we can see, or otherwise we can simply write sine theta is equal to 3 by 5 or cos theta equals to 4 by 5. Like here all dimensions are given in this problem. Okay, so uh, this particular, if you see the theta, this is 3 meter. Okay, and this is 4 meter, and this is 5 meter. Okay, so sine theta will be nothing but 3 by 5 and cos theta will be 4 by 5, so that we can use it. Now coming to the slanting member. Anyway, this particular last member is comparatively it's simple. So here we can see the horizontal forces acting. Okay, so horizontal forces, and there is a UDL, and again this axial force will be 1125 over here. So coming to the slanting member, so let's calculate what is the shear force for this particular member. So shear force, okay, to calculate shear force, let us consider first we have to see that there are two parts to this particular member. Okay, there is a part EC and there is a part EB. Okay, so let us start with what is the shear force for this particular. When you start, so let us consider any section. Okay, section S in between EC. Okay, so shear force at this point, so we can see that there are two forces acting. One is 3500 and one is 1125. Okay, now this 3500 is going this direction. So shear force means nothing but we have to see the a component which is perpendicular to the beam. Okay, so we have to see the component which is perpendicular to beam. So for to get what is the component perpendicular to this beam, so 3500 sine of, okay, 36.86 we can write. So or we can write in the form of 3 by 5. So 3500 sine of 36.86 will get vertical component for this. Okay, and 1125. Okay, 1125 cos of 36.86. So when we do this, means for both the things we have to see the component. Okay, we have to see the component. Now we have to remember our formulation that when our section is like this. Okay, so as per our calculation, when our section is like this. Okay, now here when we have started our calculation this way. Okay, so when we are starting our calculation this way and our section is this, like our section is this, we are starting our calculation in this direction. So whatever force is going down, they are positive. Okay, and whatever going up, they are negative. So that way for this 3500 our component is going up. Okay, so that becomes negative. So we have written here negative component. Okay, and 1155. Okay, for this, because it is going downward, so its vertical component will whichever is perpendicular to this line. Okay, so this component will be uh, positive. Okay, so this will become positive. So with this we get shear force for this particular portion as minus 1200 kilonewton. Okay, so this is for this particular region, it is constant. Now what will be the moment? Okay, so for the same case we will again consider the same forces and we will calculate the moment. So moment is nothing but this 3500 load, again we'll take its component. So 3500 into s, for this particular distance, s sine of 3686 minus 1125 s cos of 3686. Okay, so we'll arrive at the equation 1200 s. Okay, so s distance is varying, it is 0 to some distance. Okay, so when s equal to 0, ms is equal to 0, moment is 0 at this point. But when s is equal to 2.5, our moment becomes 3000 newton meter. Okay, so at this particular point our moment is 3000 newton meter at point E. Okay, so till this point it's clear. Now after this, let us consider this s section here. Okay, so we are considering our S section because our calculation is from this side. So let us consider our S section from that particular side. So when we start solving that, so now consider when we consider section, it is that S section is between EB. Okay. Now when we'll write our equation, so shear force at S, so we can write it as, okay, this force. So for that again we have to consider a vertical component. So minus 3500 sine theta plus 1125 cos theta minus, now this will also come, right? For this also we have to see the vertical component. So minus 10,000 cos theta. Okay, so minus 3500 sine theta, we can simply write it as 3 by 5 plus 1125 cos theta, we can write 4 by 5 minus, this is 10,000 into 4 by 5. Okay, so with this we get answer as 6800 newton. Okay, remember this value 6800 newton. So this answer we get for this particular region. So our shear force in this region is 6800. Okay, so this is shear force 6800, it is constant here, and at this region we get shear force as 3000, which is a constant. Now let us calculate what is the moment at this point. Okay, what is the moment at this point? So moment equation also we can write 3500 into s sine theta, 3500 into s sine theta minus 1125 into s cos theta minus 10,000 s minus 2.5 cos theta. Okay, because this particular point we will consider. So if our section is in this way, so total distance s minus 2.5 into cos theta. So when we substitute values here, like 3500 into sine is 3 by 5 s sine theta, okay, 3 by 5 into s minus 1125 into 4 by 5 into s minus 10,000 s minus 2.5 into 4 by 5. So when we solve this equation, we will arrive at minus 6800 s plus 20,000. Okay, so when we substitute value for s, okay, so we will arrive that, so bending moment will vary at this point. Bending moment, it will vary linearly from 3000 newton meter, 3000 newton meter, here we got 3000 newton meter, right, at this point 3000 newton meter to minus 14,000 newton meter. Okay, so here we have already calculated 14,000 newton meter. So this is our it completes our calculation for shear force and bending moment. Now let's move towards the plotting of particular shear force and bending moment. So hope this is all clear to you. For calculating moment, we have seen here, okay, for shear force and for moment also we are just seeing what is the component we are taking. So here for this, for moment calculation, 3500 into s sin 36. So this, it is making a, this is making this, if this is going like this, 3500. Okay, so if you take a vertical component for this, so it is making a, it is going like this, right? So it's making a sagging shape. Okay, so and sagging is positive for us, so that's why it is positive. And this 1125, okay, it is making a hogging shape, so that's why it is negative. So this way our answers are. So let us plot the axial force, shear force and bending moment diagram. So for this particular member, it's very simple. So because this is the axial force, so simply we'll write, negative side. So whatever inner inside portion, okay, so this is our frame, this is our frame. So when someone stands here, so as per our sign convention, okay, whatever negative forces we will plot inside and the positive will plot outside. So this is, anyway, this is compression, so this is negative. Then this force, okay, this shear force also negative, because it is when you stand here, okay, and this force is coming down, okay. So in this case this is negative. Okay, so 3500 we have plotted. And even bending moment diagram, okay, at this point bending moment is 0, but at this particular point it is 14,000 kilonewton. Okay, so this is making a anti-clock, this is making a anti-clockwise rotation over here. So that is 14,000 kilonewton. Sorry, it is not, this is all newton. Okay, this is all newton. So this is newton meter. Okay, bending moment will be newton meter, so that correction kindly make it. Now coming to the slanting member. Now for this slanting member, we already have a vertical force, so simply consider it's a component over here. Okay, so when you consider this component, axial component, so we will plot here. This is again a compression, so we have plotted compression component. Now for shear force, we have just now calculated that 1200. Okay, 1200 we are getting a negative answer, so it is negative component, and then 6800 it is positive component. Okay, so shear force we have plotted at this point. And the bending moment, when we start plotting bending moment, so at this particular point we are getting at, because it is hinge, we are getting zero bending moment here. Then we got that our bending moment is varying from 3000 newton at this point to 14,000 newton meter. Okay, so for slanting member, this is our what do you say, bending moment diagram. Okay, this is our bending moment diagram, this is our shear force diagram, and this is our axial force diagram. Okay, so coming to the straight member, so for this particular member, our axial force, this is in tension. Okay, so tension is positive, so we will draw this as a positive member. Okay, so in that case I should ideally write my CD like this, because this axial member means our rectangle will become like this. So this is my member CD. Okay, now for this particular, when a person is standing here, so for shear force diagram, okay, so one is standing here, so this 3500 going up, and when it will, this is going from other side, so this is positive and this is negative. Okay, so shear force diagram is positive and negative. And definitely at this particular point, what is that bending moment? So when we calculate what is the bending moment at this particular point, okay, so how we will calculate, we will calculate is nothing but 3500 into 3.5. Okay, maximum bending moment, as this is 3500, so maximum bending moment will be in the middle only. So here m max will be nothing but 3500 into 3.5. Okay, because at this point we are finding out at this point, so minus 1000 into 1000 into 3.5 into 3.5 by 2. Okay, so only these two forces, so here it will act when we consider only this part. So this 1000 into 3.5 into this particular moment about this point. Okay, so then we arrive at 6125 newton meter. Okay, so this becomes our final bending moment diagram. So students, hope this is clear to you. So uh, bending moment, shear force and axial force diagram. So a quick, let me just quickly, a rough square sketch. So this is for shear force diagram. For shear force diagram, this was our 3500. So when you just combine it, okay, this is our SFD. So our shear force diagram is, in initial case, it is negative. Okay, negative means it will be inside the frame. Okay, this is for the first member AB, and then it is positive. So a slanting member was like this. Okay, so it was positive, and that was 6800. So positive, we draw it outside. Okay, this is 6800 Newton, and this is 1200 Newton. Okay, so this was negative, this was positive. That is combined diagram. Okay, and our straight beam, so this is positive, this was negative again. Okay, so we got such diagram over here. So this is 3500, 3500. So this is negative, this is positive. So this completes our shear force diagram. Similarly, for bending moment diagram, okay, if this was our frame, let me just draw a straight line first. Now here our negative value, right? So this is 14,000. This was 14,000 Newton meter. Okay, and there was a 14,000, not an exact diagram, this was positive. Okay, positive was out, and then at this point, this is our point B, this is our here like this. So I'm sorry, our 14,000 will be like this. Basically you just you have to simply combine these diagrams. Okay, so this is for slanting diagram, and this is your the first member. So when you just combine, when you just draw it together, you will get an actual feel that how the behavior of shear force and bending moment for the particular frame. Okay, so hope you have understood this problem, and thanks for watching this.